Look what came today.
Hey guys, Katie here. Welcome back to my channel. So exciting delivery today. The David Austin roses came in. The Queen of Sweden and the Eustacia Vye came in today. I'm not sure when my second order is going to come in. It's kind of weird because that was placed before this order. But nonetheless, I am excited that they came in. Let me kind of turn this around. Okay, so they have been resting in a bucket of water now for about 2 to 3 hours. They were 1 day delayed, so I wanted to give them a really good soak before I planted them out, but I wanted to make sure I got them out today. Don't pay any attention to my Girl Scout cookie boxes. If you guys want a really good weed blocker, Girl Scout cookie boxes are fantastic. Any cardboard, really. We just finished our Girl Scout cookie season. I am a troop leader, and so we have tons and tons of these boxes left over that I'm going to be using for weed block this season. So they're just kind of like hidden away behind my U right here. So let me come and show you where we plan on planting. Look at my daffodils. Oh no, that's a hosta. My daffodils are starting to come up. And then some more daffodils here. Here's one of my tulips. Now I cover my tulips because we have ravaging bunnies in our area. And I wanted to just make sure that they were able to come up this year. I did miss one in the backyard and it's already like chomped to bits to the ground. So I'm glad I covered them. These are just some cheap dollar store waste baskets that are perfect. So here, this is my strawberry vanilla hydrangea. And then this was another, I think it was a smooth hydrangea. I'm not exactly sure which one it was, but it's been transplanted a couple of times. It's never really thrived. It thrived the first time, but then after that, it stopped blooming and it had a rough road last year. So I'm going to be taking this out, and that's actually where I'm going to be planting the Queen of Sweden. And then my Eustacia Vye will be in the backyard. Trying to be careful here. Okay, so what we're planting in this location is actually the Queen of Sweden. And I will give you guys the deets to that as I am digging this hole.
Now the Queen of Sweden is a light pink flower. It is a repeat flowering rose with it's kind of a larger upright shrub. It gets to about 5 feet tall and 3 feet wide. This English shrub rose is suitable for zones 4 through 11, and it's going to be perfect in this spot right underneath my window. I'm going to get to see it from inside as well as outside.
So what I want to do is break up the soil, not take it out necessarily, but break it up so it gives those roots room to grow. Get out our Queen of Sweden. What we want is for this root ball to be just a little bit under the dirt here, which means I should probably take this tag off. So we do want it to be planted about like right here with soil. And how we kind of measure that to make sure we planted it deep enough is we're using this little bamboo stick to show us where that dirt level is going to fall. That should be pretty good. I like it. Okay. So we're going to add compost to the bottom to amend it. One root's like super long. Okay. Oh shoot! You know what I forgot, guys? Now a packet like this should be enough for about 3 bare root roses. I have 2 to plant today, so I'm only going to use 2/3 of this. I do have another shipment of roses coming in, about 3 of them, so sprinkle the contents over wet roots and into planting hole. So let's dippy dippy one more time. Oh. Okie dokie. Okay, and we're just going to tamp down to get any of the air pockets out of there. And then we're going to give it a nice good water. Okay, so now we are in the backyard and I have the Eustacia Vye that I still need to plant. It's like a pink with a little bit of apricot in it. It's a beautiful rose shrub. I think it's about 3 feet high, 3 feet wide, 4 feet high, something like that. But we have a big problem with rabbits in our area. So I moved my obelisk over here because I really want to protect this one. And it has chicken fencing around the bottom that did a really great job last year of keeping out the rabbits on my other rows. I'm not too concerned about protecting that one this year, but I did want to protect this one. So I'm basically going to clear out the grass area. We're going to pull out this garden bed about another 4 feet. So I'm going to clear out this grass area, and this is where I'm going to plant the other David Austin rose. Everybody, we got our Eustacia Vye in the ground, and it is protected by this obelisk that I made last year. Actually, my husband made it. It needs a little bit of fixing up, but I do love the fact that we were able to put some netting caging, like rabbit caging, around the bottom to keep the rabbits from eating my roses, because they tend to love to do that late winter, early spring. And I really wanted to protect this guy. We are still waiting on the 2 Rowell dolls that I ordered and the Generous Gardener. I'm not really sure when those are going to come in. We haven't gotten an email for it yet. But when those come in, we'll be doing the same thing. We'll be planting them out as soon as we can. I have an idea of where I want to put the Rowell dolls. It might be going along this fence behind me, this border garden that we are. It's a mess and it's ugly right now, but it's going to hopefully look beautiful by the end of this growing season. This week I still have to work on setting up my vegetable garden. I have some raised boxes that I need to kind of rearrange because I want to reconfigure the layout and move some stuff around. So I think that's the next project I'm going to be working on. Sorry, my daughter is she's on the trampoline. But if you see back here, there's this old raised bed that we built. It was the first raised bed we built like 8 or 9, 10 years ago maybe. And rather than going out and building new raised beds, I'm going to see if I can try and like refurbish that one. It's a good bed. It just needs a little bit of reinforcing and maybe making it a little bit higher. So that is kind of next on the list of projects to do. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully the other David Austin roses come pretty soon. Otherwise, we will see you guys in the next one.